There was once a time when Earth lost all its blue. It became a giant snowball drifting through the darkness of space. Temperatures fell beyond imagination. The oceans froze from the poles and slowly consumed the entire planet. Life stood on the edge of extinction. Only the heat beneath the Earth still offered a chance to survive. Scientists call it the ice-albedo effect. The more ice formed, the more sunlight Earth reflected back into space. Beneath the endless ice, the oceans remained trapped in darkness for millions of years. But deep beneath the frozen crust, the Earth was still alive. Without rain to absorb the carbon, greenhouse gases continued building in the sky. And then, after millions of years, the planet finally began to melt. After ages of endless ice, Earth transformed into a world of heat and chaos. But the most terrifying truth is this: it could happen again. Before the Great Freezing began, Earth was a thriving prehistoric paradise. 700 million years ago, the ancient supercontinents began to tear themselves apart. The ancient rains quietly stripped carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, weakening Earth's protective warmth. At that time, the sun itself was weaker than it is today. Even a small climate shift could trigger disaster. Then the impossible happened. Ice began to spread even across the equator. The more ice that formed, the more sunlight Earth reflected away into the darkness. A runaway chain reaction had begun. Earth was becoming a permanent winter. From space, the Earth no longer looked alive. Yet far below the ice, life still clung to the warmth hidden beneath the oceans. The blue planet had vanished beneath a silence made entirely of ice. As the world froze above them, the last survivors searched for warmth beneath the Earth. Food had nearly vanished. Every hunt became a battle against extinction. Beneath the frozen surface, another hidden world still survived in silence. The forests that once sustained life had become frozen graveyards. The atmosphere itself had changed. Sunlight could barely reach the planet anymore. In the darkness of the frozen world, new forms of life quietly began to evolve. Far beneath the ice, the Earth was slowly building its heat once again. For millions of years, greenhouse gases slowly reversed the frozen nightmare. Then one day, the seemingly unstoppable ice finally began to break. After millions of years of darkness, the Earth slowly awakened once again. Everything began with a single drop of water. Once the ice began to melt, Earth entered another unstoppable chain reaction. The oceans that had been imprisoned beneath ice exploded back across the planet. From a frozen wasteland, Earth became a world of fire and steam. After the Age of Ice, the planet entered one of the hottest eras in its history. Yet the melting oceans opened the door for life to rise again. The recovering oceans began producing enormous amounts of oxygen for the future world. After the frozen catastrophe,
complex life slowly began to emerge.
Without Snowball Earth, the age of dinosaurs may never have existed.
The scars of Earth's frozen past still remain hidden beneath the oceans today.
Today, scientists still search the frozen poles for clues about Earth's ancient catastrophe. Tropical evidence buried beneath polar ice became one of the strongest proofs of Snowball Earth.
Modern climate models reveal how fragile the balance of Earth's climate truly is.
The climate of Earth has always been more unstable than humanity once believed.
For billions of years, Earth has never stopped changing. If Snowball Earth returned today, human civilization could collapse within only a few generations. Yet even the greatest catastrophes can create new beginnings for life. Every living creature on Earth carries the legacy of that frozen age. Earth has always been a world of extremes. And perhaps the most astonishing truth of all is that Earth survived. After millions of frozen years, dawn finally returned to Earth. Life always finds a way to begin again. From the ashes of the frozen world, a new era of creatures emerged.
Hundreds of millions of years later, Earth entered the Age of Giants. Civilizations and species came and went, but Earth continued to change.
The rocks themselves still remember the time when Earth became a frozen world.
In the vastness of space, our world is far more fragile than we imagine.
Earth's past may also be a warning for humanity's future. Earth survived global ice, asteroid impacts, volcanoes, and the greatest extinctions in history.
The Earth remembers, and it will always continue to change.